What a morning in the world of internet trolls. And I'm talking about this just because it brings up something that needs to be talked about. So all of this morning, for some reason, honestly all through this day, I've just been harassed by this account, which apparently the entire point of the account is to harass people who identify as Afro-Indigenous, as in people who are black and Native American, is some people like to say, but a lot of people like to just say Native. And I say Afro-Indigenous. That's what I have on my Instagram bio. Their whole account is dedicated to basically pointing these people out and hating on them, and accusing them of being fakes, and basically saying that they're not native. And this person has been like literally harassing me all fucking day under one under one post of mine. And just like, do you hold a card from the government and blah 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 blah, and like, you're not fucking native, you're just pretending to be Indian. They said Indian, which is uh not something a lot of natives like to call ourselves, because that's not proper, but whatever. And just a whole bunch of hateful shit. What tribe do you belong to? Which I told him I'm Mosquito, which I didn't even owe him that much. But the topic that this brings up is just like, the concept of just anti-blackness and racism everywhere, and the fact that black people have to deal with not belonging anywhere, not just in white spaces, but in the spaces of other people of color, even when that is a part of who we are truly. That's why sometimes I get really frustrated, and a lot of us get frustrated when people talk about POC solidarity, and people saying like, all us POC, like, we're united and we need to come together and all this shit, because a lot of those people like to ignore the fact that it's not just white spaces that we are discriminated against, it's spaces within other POC communities, Asian, Native, Hispanic. Like, it's everywhere, including, like I said, including in the Native community. It's one of the reasons why for the longest time I was so afraid to openly identify as everything that I am. And it's really just hard. It's just really hard walking around, period, because if you're mixed race, and light skinned, a lot of black people will tell you that you're not black. Like, I've had people write essay long comments on my social media telling me that I'm not black and why. um One drop rule in it and shit, blood quantum shit, which is like ironically a colonizer invention. And so it's like, good job for sticking to the exact tool that white supremacy created to tear us down and tear our communities down. So good on you for fucking that. But it's one of those reasons why I I and other people like me are afraid to claim everything that we are. I'm Mosquito, and my tribe in particular has been so suppressed by the Nicaraguan government, so fucking suppressed, that it is hard to find other members of my tribe. It's hard for me to learn all of my language. This motherfucker was asking me, like, tell me to go away in your native language, or this, and that. Where's your card and everything? Like, I don't need you know what? I don't need a goddamn card to tell me where the fuck I came from. I know where the fuck I came from. I know what I grew up with. I know what and who the fuck I am. I don't need a card from the government to tell me who the fuck I am. The fuck out of here with that shit. And because my tribe is literally at the, like, at the verge of almost like being dead. Not many people know about that tribe, and so I'm afraid to talk about it because motherfuckers like this will just literally not even believe that it's a real thing and continue to call us fakes. Also, my tribe is very, very much, Jack, shut up, very, very much mixed race. Like, the Mosquito tribe mixed a lot with Africans and slaves when they came over. And so the tribe is not really racially pure. And so not a lot of people like to call us truly indigenous because we're impure. Because of the blackness that's in our blood, we're impure. So there's dealing with that too. Just across the board, just not being able to fucking belong anywhere because nobody wants to claim blackness in any part of their fucking culture. It is a disease. We are a disease to everybody, and it's fucking infuriating. It's infuriating. Seriously. And those people can get properly fucked. Properly fucked. I'm so sick and tired of that shit, man. And this happens to me every once in a while. Every once in a while, I get Trumpers harassing me, DMing me and shit. They've been doing that a lot since the inauguration, but a lot of it, I get a lot of natives trying to come for my throat. Trying to come for my throat so fucking hard. And I'm like, how much hate do you have to harbor in your heart to have to come for me? To have to go after someone that you don't even know. I'm not going to give you my 21andMe results, bitch. It's not fucking happening. And I have nothing to prove to you. I have nothing to prove to anyone. And I'm so fucking sick of this shit. I really am. It's also really funny because it's like in your so noble, attempt to safeguard your culture or whatever, you are also showing your racism and anti-blackness. There's such a simplicity in being monoracial. And it's... Me and my husband talk about this all the time because he's Asian and he is just Asian. And a lot of time I think about what our kids are going to look like, what they're going to be able to claim about who they are and what they're not. Like, what might they get beat up for? It's truly, it's truly frustrating. I've had friends ask me, like, you talk a lot about black issues, like, most recently now, like, why is that? Why don't you highlight this part of your culture, this part? I'm like, because no matter where I go, I am unwanted. Because no matter where I go, it's going to be a space where blackness is denied. Whether it's a white space, whether it's a Hispanic space, whether it's a native space. I will be denied because nobody wants us. And sometimes it's hard even in black spaces. But you know what? Like, darker skinned women experience racism on a level that I will never experience it. So even that is way more nuanced. But in other spaces, they don't see you as whatever. People don't see you as whatever native. They don't see you as Hispanic. They see you as black. They see you as a stain to get rid of. And anyway, I guess the message here is that if you're like me, unfortunately, this is going to happen to you at some point, and you just have to walk confidently in what and who you are and what and who you know you are. surround yourself with people that will support you and help you on your journey to self-discovery. Um, and just kind of make peace with the fact that there are monsters like that out there that will just never accept you. But you know what? Not everybody out there is your family or your friend. And that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but like, that's just the way it is. Walk confidently in who and what you are, and don't be afraid to identify as everything that you truly, truly are. All of your heritage. Obviously, be honest about how much of it is like truly, part of you, and how much of it is like you pulled from your 23andMe. But this is not something just pulled from my 23andMe. This is who I am. And anyone that doesn't like it can be properly fucked.